Hi. So we are talking about meditation and mindfulness, specifically for fibromyalgia patients, but it really is helpful for everybody. So do you know what mindfulness is? A working definition for mindfulness is to be observant of your thoughts and feelings without judging them, to allow our body to be as it is and accept it as it is. So that's about not fighting what is, it's about accepting what is. The concept of mindfulness can follow you out of your practice of meditation and into daily life. And I might argue that that's where the main benefits come from. So how might it be useful for people with fibromyalgia? Well, if we can mindfully tune into our bodies, we can more easily figure out what is helping us and what is not serving us as we manage the illness. We can properly assess the impact of things that we are trying, and we can make sense of what things exacerbate symptoms. We also reduce the stress and help settle the central nervous system overreaction by not making our brain think through past and future events that may not have been positive. Now, we can accidentally replicate stress by fretting over something that hasn't happened yet or thinking on something that already has happened. So when you are being mindful and being in the present, you eliminate that. So what is meditation then? Meditation is at its simplest a chance for the mind to quieten and the body to rest. There are many benefits and options for utilizing meditation practice. So let's just talk for a second about a couple of things that usually come up for people. So you don't have to sit for hours and hours to meditate, and you don't even have to sit at all. You do what is comfortable for you. There are many ways to meditate, so you're sure to find one that resonates. But if someone is giving you a guided meditation and they're talking about something you can't do, like sitting in a certain position, don't do it. There's really no one way to do it. You can do it lying down with all the pillows all around you and your heat pack on your pain points, and that's just fine. And if you fall asleep, I know they often say don't fall asleep because, it's better to be awake. No worries at all. There is still benefit, and actually sometimes the sleep is really necessary for us. And there is also the question of secular versus spiritual. So if you choose to be spiritual, if you have spiritual beliefs, that's fine. You can bring that into your meditation practice. I usually talk about it in a more secular sense, and we talk about the scientific benefits, and that's just the way I choose to talk about it. Personally, I have spiritual beliefs, and if I want to, I can bring it into practice, but you don't have to at all. And if you do have other questions or queries about utilizing mindfulness and meditation, do email me, hello@melissaversusfibromyalgia.com, because I'm really happy to chat you through it, because it's really not as rigid as people think. Now, what are the benefits of meditation? So complete rest, which is amazing for someone who suffers with profound exhaustion and insomnia. Calming the central nervous system, which again is a ginormous benefit. A break from stimulus, focusing on the body and accepting it as it is, which is that more formal practice of mindfulness. Not trying to nap, which can be frustrating for those who can't. For those who have trouble with orthostatic intolerance, just lying down can make you feel better. A boost in energy, however temporary. Improve the immune system. Treat depression. Reduce anxiety and reduce pain. So that's quite a lot to unpack, and there's quite a lot in there really, but let's talk about one key thing for fibromyalgia is calming the central nervous system. And this is why I love meditation, because it's one of those things that has so many benefits. So I started using it for rest, and rest is a really great reason to use it, but calming the central nervous system has so many benefits for us, and we can't go into all that detail right now, but I can definitely provide more information about that. I have a session on central nervous system overload in the Fibromyalgia Framework series, which breaks it down, and there's a lot of information on the blog about it. But basically, a theory about fibromyalgia is that our central nervous system is stuck in overdrive. We are, to take it back to caveman days, we are stuck thinking that there is a tiger coming to get us. And so our body has diverted all energy to getting away instead of things like proper rest and digestive processes. And so learning to calm the body down is really important. And one example of the benefit of it is for reducing anxiety. So we can have a low level anxiety or an overreaction to things, and we might not know why. And it might simply be a physical response. And meditation is a way to work on that. So how I use meditation, I meditate daily, as in every single day. It's one of my key tools for managing fibromyalgia. Like I said, the reason I started was for rest. I realized that I could get some deep, profound rest with a 20 or 30-minute meditation. And that was huge because I was struggling with not sleeping at all well. Like the entire night was a struggle, and I would wake up feeling worse than when I went to bed, and I could not nap at all. And it was just such a relief to be able to catch some rest. And the benefits for my body, like I just felt so nice in my body while I was doing it. Sometimes it took some time to get into it and let the body relax. And that's okay. That takes some time to teach your body to be able to relax, especially when it's been living in a state of heightened tension for so long. And it helped with fatigue. So I used to do it around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's kind of where my energy levels bottom out. And I would find a bit of a boost, and I would be able to get through the evening rush without feeling that profound exhaustion where you just need to go to sleep right now. So that has been amazing. I also use it when I'm really not feeling well. So for example, when we were away recently driving in the car, we were going away for just a couple of hours away, but I was feeling really unwell and really sick. So I put myself into that space where you usually meditate. But instead of taking myself through a meditation, I just did that body scan to get myself calm, and I just stayed there. So I was aware of what was going on in the car, but I wasn't quite there. And so my body was just really relaxed. And by not fighting or holding the tension of not feeling well and just kind of waiting it out, it really made a difference. And I felt a little bit better once we got home. So it can be used in many, many ways. And the benefits have kind of pervaded all of the facets of my life. So I no longer get anxious without due cause. And I feel profoundly calm by the fact that I can get this deep rest. And I love that it is freely available to me anytime, any place. So basically, once you learn how to do it, you can use it anywhere, anytime, however you like. It's really adaptable. And I think that is a very, very good thing to have in your toolbox. So I'm pretty passionate about it. So how can you meditate? You can simply focus on your breath for a few moments. How you breathe in, how it feels a little warmer on the way out, how your body feels when you exhale, how your breaths get a little longer as you relax. Don't push anything, just observe. That is a really simple way to meditate. You can do your own body scan meditation by quietly thinking on each part of your body in turn, noticing it and accepting it. And you can also will that part to relax. And I find that to be a really useful practice when I'm having headaches that are caused in response to muscle tension. Just imagining each part relaxing can really help it to let go. So for example, if you have quite a bad headache and quite a lot of tension, you can ask your shoulders to just gently relax, and you can imagine the relaxation melting down through it. And you can imagine all the different parts in your neck and your jaw and your forehead and your temples just relaxing. And just by simply focusing on it, you can actually sometimes help the muscles to release a little. You can also do progressive relaxation, where you tense and release each part of your body in turn to encourage it to relax deeply. So you might not know necessarily that you're holding a part tense until you actually go to tense it up and then encourage it to release. So it's a really good way to become mindful of what your body is doing. So for example, you could start with your feet tense and release them. Then your lower legs, tense and release. Your upper legs, your glutes, your abdomen, all the way through your body. It's a really nice way actually to start a rest. And you can do guided meditation. So YouTube has a heap of these, including yoga nidra and mindfulness meditations. And you can even get meditations specific to pain or fatigue. And you can do self-hypnosis ones. And so there's just really a lot of options there. So let's just take a couple of minutes now. If you could just get calm, take in a deep breath and let it out. Notice how your shoulders drop when you exhale. Notice how they gently lift a little when you're inhaling. Hold your breath a little on the inhale and then release. And notice again how your shoulders drop. And inhale again. Hold the breath for a second and release. And at the end of the breath, hold another second. And again in. Hold, release, hold. And now just breathe however it comes for a minute. Don't push it. Don't make your breaths deeper than they are. Just see what they're doing. Feel where you feel the breath most. Is it your abdomen or your chest? Notice the movement of the breath as it comes in and out. Does it make you feel a little relaxed to be focusing on it? And that's it. That's all you have to do to meditate. I hope that that has helped give you an introduction to meditation and mindfulness and how it can be useful. If you would like to have a one-on-one session with me to go through a longer meditation of your choice, from which I'll give you the audio version of that meditation at the end to take away and practice, I can give you the link for that. If you wanted to go really deeply into meditation, then you can come and have a complimentary chat with me and we can talk about a one-on-one package for you. I really hope that that has helped, and I'll see you again.